Uh, Hello, my loves. I am missing. You are the millions, or at least you should be. Hit that subscribe button, my guys. This is the wonderful game of Urbek City Builder. This will be my second video on this game, and today I really hope to be able to get one of the two challenges that I don't have done. I'm hoping that's not loud. I'm hoping that's not crazy loud. All right. So, off stream, I have done the challenge. If you don't know this game, there's basically 3 challenges so far. This game is getting updates already. I'm trying to find it. Yes, Path of Productivity is the one I've already done. I did that one off of recording. And there's the Path of Leisure and the Path of Wealth. I've not looked in the Path of Wealth, but we are going to try to do some Path of Leisure today. We're going to call it the Coop because we are obsessed with chickens way too much. Once I've done all challenges on Temperate, I really do want to go to the desert and stuff. So, you know, I really want to do this game for the long haul. We're going to go on for Path of Leisure today, though. Map size. I'm going with Giant. It says it makes the difficulty easier, but it kind of just makes things less crowded, if we're being honest. I've played the smaller maps. It really does just make things less crowded. That's all it really feels like to me. It gives you more room to not have to destroy forests and more room to do some like farming. Yeah, no. But honestly, who doesn't want just having a huge map? I'm sticking with everything else pretty standard. Starting resources standard, coastal sea with a river rolling down the middle. I'm gonna leave in snow and desert because at least they add some interest to the game, and let's go. So right away, I think I'm gonna build my city right there where there's this nice bit of snow. There's quite a few bits of snow. It is big map. It is a big map. I think I'm gonna leave the river open now that I've kind of learned that you can put fishing villages, if you will, and power along them later in the game. But if you put too much power or put too much wood in or anything like that, it seems you just instantly go down the path of productivity. So don't. Just what we need. All of what we need until our path is chosen. Just what we need. I want the right path. I am going to try to, I'm going to try to do my cities along these snowier areas. So my understanding now of the game is that you kind of want to do 7x7 areas to maximize transportation. It's like the largest size you should do. But thinking about it, houses have to be three away from roads, 3 squares. So for housing, so 3 is how far a house can go. And then another 3, that's how far a house can go. And then new road. So 3, new road. So that totals an 8. So this would be 7. Correct? Am I dumb? If you actually just like look at it, it'll tell you. So the total is going to be 8. And the total here being 8. Okay. So this needs to be a 7. And then connect those up. And now we fill in with houses. Like this should be 3 here. So this should be a 6x3. That math's right. Does that math? Should be a 6x6 total. Yeah, 6x6. That seems like the most efficient way we could lay out houses, where they're always going to have reach of the roads. Like that center house is the furthest from road that it could possibly be. And now we have absolutely no resources. Perfect. That was kind of goal. So I'm going to come over here, and I want to find the biggest swath of green I can possibly find to start working on some food production. Doesn't really matter. I mean, we can work around deserts, or we can work around snow. We can work around whatever. We can do whatever needs to be done. But I like this area up here. I like this. So I'm gonna bring a road down from here. And that's a good way away from our town, but it doesn't really matter. Roads in this game are kind of more or less just there to be roads, man. They're just there to be roads. You just build them. There you guys go. You're connected now. Calm down. So since we're not looking for the path of productivity, fields can be 5 squares from road. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be a block of these. If my math's correct, which it's usually not, but ideally that would be a block. And I'm just using the demolish tool to destroy any trees or anything that's in there. Obviously, if you want to do things differently, I am no expert at all. We do want to go ahead and set up some lumber camps. And this is a nice big forest over here. Didn't mean to hit that. I'm hitting my Alt key, which lets me build things and demolish things if I need to start setting up some of these down here with this forest. And I'm gonna build a road up that way. Since I'm building this here, it should, generally, those cabins should go straight up from there. And now our houses should spring to life since they have food and they have lumber and they have all the things that should be making them happy. And they did. And they did. Look at them go. We have population. 6 happiness and everything. So ideally we're wanting to keep transportation up too. Transportation is what allows people to kind of get around, obviously. There's ways to build up transportation later. That is about the only thing with roads they really got to be concerned about, is with houses having the ability to transport themselves. I guess roads affect that. I'm really not too sure how roads affect that. I don't have that full experience, but I know that by the time it comes that they matter, you're usually going to be able to put in bus stops. And bus stops and things of such nature absolutely just destroy transportation, so the roads kind of become unimportant later on in how you build them. So if you want to just build a 6 wide path going across the entire map and live your life like that, do it. Do it. I did it. The only reason I'm not building in more resources is that I'm really trying to not get taken over by the path of productivity, because I apparently am addicted to productivity. So I am keeping a minimalistic approach to production, because I want leisure. So until my path is chosen, I'm just adding what I need. Right now we're just going back and forth and adding what we need until we know that the proper path is chosen. Alright, so I'm just going to use my measuring here. So we're going to go up 7. And that'll be next blocks of houses. This game can definitely get resource crazy. It definitely tickles your butthole with it a little bit. What that means, I don't even know. I just say words sometimes. Farmhouse, I'm going to add in... Not right now. Not right now. We're going to wait till we have parks and stuff. We're going to wait till we are actually, like, getting stuff done, and then we'll add in... This is a wooden hut? This is just trees. That's not a wooden hut. They're trying to tell me that this is a wooden hut. Maybe for a homeless person. Liars and scoundrels. That's what we're dealing with here. We are getting some nice paved roads in, though, over here. Alright, we're gonna go and fast forward. Let's say, I think food's getting ready to become an issue. Wood! I don't think wood will be an issue until very late in the game. Like, we'll have some wood issues coming up here soon when we start getting into power and stuff, but I am just gonna add a row of food there. Like, we'll have some wood issues coming up here shortly, and then once we get wood covered, we won't have wood issues until we're building power, and then I don't know if we'll have wood issues again for a while. Like, major ones. Wood just doesn't become such a huge problem for a while. Food's always an issue. Food, we're always going back and forth on. I want to know who just destroyed this flute solo. Is it a flute? Somebody who knows music, tell me. You've chosen your path. Productivity. You made 70 food. You will pay for your sin of 70 food production. Alright, so I'm going to use my measuring tool again, actually. And we're going to go up. That's 7. And that's 7. Taller seems shorter than wider, for sure. I guess, yeah, I'm going to go up. We're definitely getting things done a little quicker than what we were, but I guess I'm on fast forward now. But, you know. Ooh, we do have new things unlocked. So, once I fill in this row of food, we're going to put in parks. And we're going to slam out some parks. Do not choose my path for me right now. Okay, to unlock, we need 700 population. Alright, so yeah, we just need to keep putting in population. That's fine. It's totally fine. I do not trust this game to not try to choose my path for me at its nonsensical moments. So what's happening right now is my food keeps going up whenever I put in the new food, and then those houses get built over there, and it goes back down because the houses consume food. By the way, in case you're wondering why my food pops up and then pops back down. Okay. Do not trust this. I don't think I should feel this nervous, but boy, I do. Ah. 700. Nice. Okay. So we're going to start popping down parks as much as we can afford. Parks apparently somehow are consuming food. That makes all the sense in the world. Nice parks unlocked. Red bridge and gravel area achievement. Green areas. You unlocked bike. Very well. You've chosen the path you wish for the city to follow. Path of leisure. Good work, everybody. Good work. That is hard part over, I guess. So now that we're down the path of leisure, we can actually set up some production. These guys are probably complaining because they don't have enough food. Yeah, that's what I expected. But we didn't want to just pump out food because then it would have chosen the path of production, because that's how my life works. When we can make city ordinance, we can actually fix some of these issues because city ordinance will allow us to produce food in our parks. There we go. There we go. All right, and let's look at some of the buildings that we've unlocked now that we're not stressed out about what thing we're gonna get. And I would also like to replace some of our basic parks with nice parks. Nice parks are very expensive, though, in work. Yeah. So that's all we can replace right now, and that's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, so we can get mini mart. We just need more population. But what do we have as far as what things we've unlocked? We've got paved area. And we've got graveled area. 1 leisure, 1 green area. Consumes a lot of work. Okay. So we just unlocked some stuff. Totally cool. Totally useless, but effective stuff. We want to start heading towards like wealthy homes, I think. So we just need to keep going with population, and I think we're at 8 on the roads. We're gonna go up again, just get rid of. We just want to go into all this snowy area up here. And anywhere where there's going to be a crossroads, we're going to try to put down nice parks. If we have the workforce, we do not. That is fine. Oh, yeah, we need workers to build houses. That's fair. That's fair. It all makes sense. Whenever I do the Path of Leisure, this is kind of what ends up happening. Is I run myself out of work, and then I can't build houses. One downside of the Path of Leisure is it seems like when houses upgrade, they actually produce less work. Which I understand, because they're relaxing more, and they're more leisured. But also, that means that all of a sudden, your houses will start upgrading, and BAM! You're short on work. So overproduce laborers, if you have an option to. Once you get to the point where your path is actually picked, I suggest highly that if you're doing this, which I have not completed this path yet, but I've gotten somewhat down it. Once you've gotten your path selected and you're doing it, start overproducing things. Like, I do my parks in the corners, but I will start producing a lot of stuff here shortly, because it takes a lot to keep these people happy. It takes a lot of production to keep leisured people leisured. You would be surprised. Interesting fact about life, I guess. Villa unlocked. Villas are nice little, like, mansion homes. We have nice streets getting put in. That's really cool. How many? This produces 2 green areas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It might hit 10. Nice rural road. We might hit 10 green in the area in some of these places. We actually probably will hit 10 green in some of these areas. As you all know, right now I need to get houses down though. I do regret that my food's all the way over here and I gotta scroll so far out. Alright, so we're gonna start plopping down some farmhouses. Everywhere we can fit them in this. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to fit many. No. Only looks like a couple. Why would it? I mean, I should be able to go here, right? distance to road. Rip. I'm going to actually get rid of this one then. Because I do want to keep these equal. There we go. Grain silos unlocked. Grain silos are actually really good. In my opinion. So I think we might actually be able to fit two. It'd be really close. Let's get rid of that one, and let's see. No. Negative. But when we build the next set of farmers' houses going out this way, we'll be able to build more grain silos. I don't want to build another grain silo out here yet. We're good on food for now. We'll go back to building. We do have the option to build a watermill, though. And I would like to go ahead and get that in. I'm going to build a road down. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Build that one there. Why can't I build this one here? Wood. I need more wood. I still have wood coming in. I just need it to come in. Dock unlocked. That's a lot of things unlocked. That is good. Dock allows me to produce fishermen. So we're going to need more power. So I am going to go ahead and put in more wood production. Wood production, like I said, is not something that I overproduce on. It is usually something that kind of keeps up on its own. Apparently, not today. Now, electricity does not keep up on its own at all. Electricity, you're going to keep producing more and more of. If you ever play this game. Our nice roads have gone to paved roads. No! Rip. Are these just nice parks? They are. So I would like to. Are these are nice parks. Nice. This is regular park. Nice park. This is nice park though? Man, these parks look too much alike. Regular park. Nice park. Regular park. Becomes nice park. Laurel Park unlocked. Laurel parks are really pretty. In the opinion of the livers near it. I think they look really nice. I think that they're a very pretty little picture. All right, so everything is nice park now. We have plenty of workers coming in. We can start smacking down the rest of the nice parks that we need. And we know we're going to have more on the outside here, but, like, laborers are a thing. So let's look at what other houses we've unlocked. So we have unlocked the tenant farmers, but it makes a lot of unhappiness when we build tenant farmers. They're definitely not inherently slave workers. That is, no, not a thing in this game. 100%. Nope. Neighborhood council. That is a thing we need. Shabam! Common greens. Inhabitants can make vegetable gardens in the parks of X. Parks produce 10 food and consume 5 unskilled work. Activate. So now we're going to use more work per park, but we're going to produce food in our parks now. So, production of 10. So every park that we put down is going to produce food, which means we can build more houses. So like our town is going to be more self-sustaining on its own, and that's really good for us. Given how many parks that we plan on building, this is a very good thing. This is a very, very good thing for us. That'll allow us to more or less wealthy village house, mini market, local market, village bar, and chapel unlocked. Those are a lot of good things. Matter of fact, if you're looking here, wealthy village house, one or more food services, and that requires the mini mart, the local market, or the neighborhood council. Local market, though, requires being within food. The parks now count as food. No, requires being farm. So mini mart it is. So mini mart will cover quite a lot. I'm wanting most of these houses to upgrade. Not just most, I'm wanting all these houses to upgrade. We need more work. Got it. Okay, so we have these two bottom ones covered. So that's cool. We are out of food, though. Which we could potentially build more. We're out of food and we're out of electricity. We are going to bulldoze out along here. We're going to use our measuring tape because we're spare parts. And we're going to go out 11. I couldn't see through the trees. Couldn't see through the trees. This one's going just on the edge of that snow. So we don't have to worry now about overproducing. Except for the fact that we don't have enough resources. Have we gone to the negative? Oh, house is upgraded. I was like, have we gone to the negative on electricity? We weren't using electricity for that. House is upgrading. That was the answer. Houses upgrade. When we produce more of the thing that they need to upgrade. Build our road. Production. I use these for electricity early game. They aren't maybe the most efficient thing in the world, but they work. So we could try to upgrade houses. So we have houses upgraded in here. The Wealthy Village's house. They produce 14 workers. The regular houses, the village houses that we had, are producing 14 workers as well. So upgrading them will not work. We cannot try to upgrade to get more workers. We need to build new houses. Unfortunate for us. Houses take work. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom. Luckily, usually it doesn't take too long to get enough work to build a house, and then once you get more and more, it's self-perpetuating for the most part. Except for when you overbuild things, and then like they'll start building themselves as you put things down, which might be the situation that we ran into because we're not getting more and more positive. So let's go make sure that that's not what's happening. No, it looks like most of the farms came in. So we have two. These two farms right here are the ones that it looks like aren't coming into me. They just kind of look like they're untilled ground. Maybe this one, maybe that one. The rest of them kind of look right-ish. That's what they usually look like when they're like not coming in, like that one right there, maybe. Maybe. Either way, we only have a couple that might be unworked ground. So we should be fine. We can just put in houses and it should start coming in. Should be good. Should start getting positive work labor. Work labor workers, worker labors. Yeah, English is my first language. I'm just not good at it. These roads with the trees are very nice, and I really wish that these roads would upgrade to nice roads as well. I guess it turns out I need to put more greenery in the area. So I guess I'm gonna put more parks in. I think I'm gonna, well, I guess when I build in more houses, I'm going to build them in going this way, so they should upgrade, hopefully. Should upgrade, hopefully. Hopefully should. And when these upgrade to their final stages of houses, which probably won't be in this video. Won't be in this video. We ain't here for that a long haul. These houses themselves will actually start producing greenery. If they go to the houses that I think they will. Granted, there has been updates with new houses added. So, maybe not. I think the new house is like an Italian village, I believe. That I have not even seen yet. This is taking longer than I thought it would. I figured by now we would be producing ample enough work. We are in fast forward, right? Yeah? How much work is each one of these producing? 10? So we're only getting 4 more for the better houses. This is odd. In my humble opinion, we should be... There we go. Okay, now it's starting to go up. Actually go up good. Now we should be getting perpetually more. It's gotta go faster. And faster. And faster. Come on now. Alright, now it's going to wait for a block to come in. There we go. Now it's going to wait for the rest of this to come in. Shouldn't take long. Shouldn't. And there we go. Now we're pretty positive on workforce. So now we should be able to add in our mini marts. This time we're going to add in one at a time to not do something stupid. Though I think, I don't think there's a way to make these mini marts cover a large amount of space. Like more than like a block and a half-ish at a time. So I guess that's where we live. Is like block and a half of food at a time. Or block and a half of, yeah, mini marts at a time. Unfortunate. We are probably also going to run out of power again. Yes. I'd put down 2, but we already know that we're having labor shortages. So I'm going to prep the second one. Like, get the road in. And make sure that we should be able to easily pop in a second one. I'm kind of surprised that didn't do it on food. But we're going to go ahead and just do the logical thing of putting in farmhouses. And we're going to go ahead and put in the next layer of silos that we can put in. Silos are very, very good for food production. They produce 200 food and they store 200 food, so they get very good. In the early game, I mean, obviously later game, they are kind of pointless. I still put them in because, like, every little bit counts, and they're a bit that counts. We also need to make it so that tenant farmers aren't so miserable, because tenant farmers would be a huge boost of food right now. We just don't need them that much right now. We just don't need them that much. Alright, so our second mini mart can go right there to finish up that little area. And then there, and I need 726 more work? Brother. We also need more power. which we saw coming. You can only put them on these yellow ones. Not really sure what's up with that. This time, though, I am going to go ahead and put in 2 if it lets me. I know that I am running low on work, though, so... It did! Okay, so... we have this last little patch up here of the regular village houses, and everybody else is upgraded to the wealthy village houses, which produce nothing more and only consume greater quantities of things. But they're happier. Potentially. They legitimately actually just consume more power and eat more food. They have 8 residents and 11 happiness. 8 residents and 8 happiness. So yeah, they produce more happiness. That's it. They just produce more happiness. That's all they got going for them. That's all I got going. All right. So 8. I trust myself. I don't trust myself. Ugh, I think I went too far. I did. Oh, I went too far. Bashinga? Bazinga? So, yeah, because it should be 6, so it should be 7. So, there we go. And bulldoze. And we're going to put in our parks. At least on this corner. We can't. That's fine. We'll put in some houses. Before we start running low on work and get the bad things happening. Now we'll put in a nice park. Bazinga. And now these are upgrading to nice rural roads. If they upgrade to nice road, 300 or more residents in 4 radius, currently 230, 10 or more green in 4 radius. Currently 6. Okay. Okay. I mean, we'll get some of those roads for sure. I don't know if we'll fill the map with those. We will certainly get some. I would like as much nice parks and nice roads and nice things as we can get, but that is truly difficult to do at times. So I do try to go for upgrading houses as much as I can. Later on in the game, it becomes very important to have the upgraded houses. We are going to, here shortly, start swapping over, trying to just build all the new buildings that we get. Which I think is what a lot of people want to A, do, and B, see out of this game. Does we don't have any more? Yes. Okay. I was like, I don't know what I put down because it didn't look right from the angle I was at. It looked very much not like a mini mart. So I'm gonna put down another one up here. I do not produce enough food to satisfy it. That's cool. I felt like our parks would have produced more food, but that's fine. It's cool. It's cool. We can only produce, or we can only put in so many like rules or laws, if you will, every so many days. So there's a law that we can put in place that will allow us to have like the tenant farmers be happier and make the tenant farmers landlords, which are another building that you can produce, do nothing. And we want those. We want that law. We can't get it yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down the tenant farmers because they produce 50 and they store 50 and they don't. They actually have 5 happiness. I don't know if we see our happiness just plummeting. We know we messed up. These actually do add to your population too. Landlord house is unlocked. But these guys, because of how little space they take up and how much food they add, I mean, they are really good. Yeah, so our happiness is going down. It is decreasing. Our farmhouse needs so many. 12. 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's good now. No, it's not. It needs one more. 12. Farmhouse happy now? Yes. But yeah, so you have to be somewhat careful with tenant farmers because they will make other things that need farm land in the vicinity mess up. So you gotta kind of check on that occasionally. Make sure that you have 12 for each farmhouse and whatnot. And I believe these two they just need farmhouses, so you're good on those. But farmhouses, you gotta make sure. Those are good. And now we have plenty of food for a while. But our happiness did drop quite a bit. We really need to implement that law, rule, commandment, testimony. That would make those tenant farmers much happier. Which is... let's see... serfs? No, they are not slaves. They just have to work for the landowners. Effects. Tenant farmers and landlords' houses increase their production by 50%. While tenants reduce their happiness by 4. That's not the one. Improved conditions for tenant farmers. Yeah. Tenant farmers should have the same rights as other citizens, for instance, by exploiting them less. Effect. Tenant farmers increase their happiness by 2. Landlords' houses stop producing food. Yes. So that was the one I want to activate. Sweet. We did have the ability to activate it. So that should fix our happiness. Yep, back up to 10. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So, I want to get that other shop in here. Right? Right? Yes. Yes. We need to get the other shop in there. Yes. And watch all of our supplies plummet. And then we can get schools. Single school has a big coverage area. So put down a school there. I need iron. Earn, and iron. Anybody else see that video? Man, that video was hilarious. So, in order to find the iron, we need but use our eyeballs. We are looking for little nodes of... it looks like iron. If you played video games, you should know what iron looks like. It looks like video game iron. Sometimes on bigger maps, it is rougher to find it, rougher to spot it, because it is limited. Like that up there, iron. That's real far up there. I don't really feel like going all the way up there to go get my iron deposit. I don't really want to come over here where we're producing food either. I think that this whole side of the map's going to end up being food production. So I guess for right now, we're going to go up there and get that iron. Now granted, it doesn't matter. Roads are free. Ooh, hey. On our way to iron, guess what we found? Iron. So in production, we go to iron mine. The thing is the iron mine needs up to 3 iron. So like it just needs a tile of iron. I don't know if it will produce more. If it has all 5 in range. But what I kind of do is I try to go for 1, because you can build houses around these. that produce iron too. And they produce a lot more than what this does. So yeah, the only thing I will say about a big map is that you have a lot more forests. That you can just feel fine demolishing forests. So that's a fair statement to say. And the houses for mining iron do have to live on a 1x1 block. If memory serves. So you want to build your roads really close in this area. So how far out does this guy reach? Right there. Nice. How far out? To the snow. To the edge of the snow? Correct. Cool. And we're gonna bulldoze. Trees and forests do grow out. If you saw that like weird bushes growing out, like this right here, these are the forests actually growing. And then it runs right into the first node of that. So obviously we can't go over that. So we'll come down and we'll go out and around. And then it goes out to that tree. And this is gonna have to have a road in it someplace. So bam. And so is this side. And then we'll follow those roads through on the other side. Actually, I don't want this road running through the middle. Because that's going to be a spot where houses can go on each one of these paths. So now any house we build here should become an iron miner's house. We're not going to build up a bunch of them. Yep. Iron miner's house. Each one of those is going to produce 1 iron. So that's why I want to leave more iron ore for more iron mines to be planted around them for higher and higher productivity. It makes sense when you think that now I can have this a giant mining facility around this with iron miners' houses. Really, the iron mine itself doesn't matter as much as the houses, so you want to leave room for more and more houses. And these can be upgraded to 3-story iron miner houses, which produce even more. But there we go. We have iron coming in. Not a whole lot. Don't really need a whole lot right now. We will need a whole lot later, but we don't need it right now. Right now, we just want enough to build a school, and we just need 100. We already have 463, so let's go. Let's go put that school in play. We want one right there, and we're gonna want one right about here. I think. We got suburb houses, which means that we have the second tier of workers, which is pretty cool. But also, that drops our number of like production workers. It seems always. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Is like it all of a sudden always seems to drop my number of production workers. I don't know why. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if that's a me thing. 5, 6, and 7. 7 seems right, but I feel like it was 8 at one point, and maybe it was 8 someplace else, and I'm just spare parts, which sounds right. Again, looking for fellow Letterkenny fans in chat. Hashtag Letterkenny best. I know we're going to need another school someplace, I just don't know exactly where. And I think it's going to be the next set of blocks for it to maximize without having to build a bunch. I don't want to build it until I know I need it. But skilled workers become very needed. But you really start producing a lot as long as you keep school coverage good. They really explode across your map. We're going to go ahead and take out this forest while we're waiting on some production because it's kind of in my line of sight. If we do need any more food, I'm going to start filling in fishing camps along this river where we have our, like, water mills. That's going to be where we go for food next. I think that that will be better. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. I guess maybe it's because of my stupidity. My mom gave it to me. I actually don't know where I got it. I'm making bold assumptions. I do want to know where he got the music for this game. He or she. They. I want to know where they got the music for this game. I don't know who developed this game. Like, I've looked at the developers of this game a little, just on the Steam page, but I didn't pay enough attention to actually have any knowledge about the developers. Or developer. The development of this game. Because honestly, a couple of the songs in this game is jam. I did see that they have a streamer safe mode, so I turned that on. Just to make it maybe a little bit more YouTube friendly, because, you know, YouTube. We all know how you are, YouTube. If I can put in a floral park, man, right here. Oh, that takes so much work. Ugh. It takes 50 work for this floral park. Man, is it a nice park. Produces food, though, so, you know, I guess... I used more work in this block than I produced in this block, and that is so cool, man. Why is it not building those houses? It's why I'm using more work in this block, is because I've not built those houses. Why not build those houses? Is it waiting on the work to come in? No. The work's there. The work is in existence. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go put in a, like, power and see if maybe it just bumps up my, like, energy or my work. Well, it did for a split second, so that was cool. Coal mine's unlocked. Coal mine's nice. Okay, so it did finish off the rest of those houses, except for like 2 for some unknown reason. Oh, those upgraded to suburb houses immediately. That is so awesome. Coal mine means we can start producing coal power with the coal plant. Which I don't know if that produces unhappiness in any way. But I feel like it would. I'm no expert, but I feel like it would. It seems like a thing that would produce unhappiness. We will get a lot more work from these bigger houses when they upgrade later, I hope. I really, really do hope. But it's really hard to say. So that's there. So we need this mirror. And now we're going to lose all of our workers. Maybe. No. Okay. All right. Cool. Didn't lose all of our workers immediately. I'm here for that. That's awesome. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see that happen. I do see a lot of our streets over here upgrading to the nice streets. I'm not sure why this one's not. I guess it's because I don't have the parks up here. But our center of town streets. Ooh, I'm starting to get that, like, nice people talking. Nice, 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 nice. Anyhow, let's start seeing what other things we can build. So we could go ahead and build a coal plant. Coal mine. And start working on some of our production things. We are working on art here, though. A main square is a square that every city must have to be considered a city. Build one of 4x4 tiles to better appreciate its shape. So, is it tiled? Okay. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of that real quick because it didn't snap the way I wanted it to, and we need more work for it. But I do think we're going to build that in this. Because I think this is going to become like a kind of center, and we're going to build our cities out further that way. We could build our city out further this way, I guess, but I want to start reaching towards the river first, is my plan. So for us to get more work, we're going to have to go this way. 6 and 7. 7. I hate this. Why does math never work for me? Measuring tool. That's 6. Okay. Measuring tool. That's 7. Something got broke someplace. It doesn't effectively matter, but something got broke someplace. That's a 6. This top section got broke. I can't count, and this top section got broke. So that's a thing that happened, and that we have to live with. Do we fix it, or do we live with it? I think we live with it. I think we live with it. I mean, at this point, it would be a lot to try to fix that. Pop our houses in there, pop our houses in there, pop our houses in there. And we already know that we're going to need a mini-mart. Meh. And we know that this section is going to be the one that needs a school. Our last school is here. So it covers all the way to there. So this one. Does that school really? No, okay. Okay, I was like, that doesn't make math. So this school I'm actually going to build right there. And that should be covering all of those. Everything in it. And we're in negative food, but I wonder if we build nice parks, if that'll cover it. Because we are going to be putting down nice parks. And nice parks produce food? Not enough food. Not nearly enough food. Fisher Village. Docks. Let's go. So docks make houses along water suddenly into nice little fishing villages. We are going to demolish this street. That goes into the water for no reason. And we are going to bring it out this way. And it can meet up with the street. And we just did the same thing, and that's fine. But we actually don't care about that road. We just want to put in a dock right here. And then we can put in houses everywhere along the coastline that has reach over. One more house that way, and then it reaches all the way up to that. I think that road, no worko. I think that road's actually blocking us from putting in another fisherman's house. Yeah, that's about as good as it can get. And I'm actually going to bring this in one because I think that that house over there probably won't have reach. But now once those build, those should start producing food. I don't know why they're not building, actually. They're not houses, guys. They're gonna produce food. Guys, they're gonna produce food. We actually need more wood, so they should start producing food. Did I say food or wood? Okay, so the game's going to say that they're houses and that they need food to live. So we're going to actually have to produce more food, which is so cool that the game's reading it this way. So we're going to put in some more tenant farmers, which is not what I wanted to do with life, but here we are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Eh? Oh, okay, so that's like ocean won't create power. That's actually good to know. I actually kind of wondered that, and now I don't know why I didn't think just to like look at the pathways. I guess it's because I'm big dumb sometimes. Waiting for wood to come in. Waiting for wood to come in. Waiting for wood to come in. And 300 wood. So we're gonna need more wood to come in still. The next set of lumber mills, or like wood, is gonna be over here. In my opinion, I think that's gonna be the best thing to do. I needed a marker so I can put down a road. So that'll be the next set of wood farmers. Wood harvesters? But yeah, now all these guys over here. Fish farming. Farming fish. I don't know how much, like, food they really produce. It doesn't ever seem like a lot, but I like them. I like them quite a lot. And they produce labor, so that's pretty cool. Which brings me to my next point. That we should put in the main square. It says put it in a 4x4. Is it supposed to have roads around it? Is that what it's saying? Is like put in a 4x4 with roads around it? Still doesn't look good. I'm going to just gonna fill in that whole block with it. It's gonna take a lot of work to do it. Okay. We can do that. We can put in a lot of work. We can do a lot of work to do it. We don't need laborers for anything else besides just looking fancy. Village bar, nightlife, let's go. Actually, what's our next logical upgrade? So we are currently at suburb house? Is that what we're at in life? Suburb house? So it looks like the rest we need to upgrade with population. Religious neighborhood would actually hurt us. We definitely don't want to go that way. Downtown house, I think, would reduce happiness. 12 happiness. Happiness, and we're at 10 happiness. So yeah, downtown house would be a better. This would produce 13 happiness, though, so that would be a better boon. Would be the wealthy suburb house. And they produce 12 workers. This produces 12 workers as well, though, so I guess really either one. Let's just try to stay away from parking lot. Yeah, let's just agree on that. Let's just agree to stay away from parking lot. Wealthy village house. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that we can do that one pretty easily. This town's mini mart's up there. Right? Yeah. We need food. Come on, come on. So we're gonna put in more docks because it reduces workers a lot less to put in docks. And since we now know that we can't put in mills here anyhow, we're gonna keep putting docks in along down here. So the last house will go in right there. I don't remember if that was the right spot. It is. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That will work. What are we missing for upgrades over here? Wealthy village, suburb house, wealthy suburb house, one or more education. So we're missing our school. That's unfortunate. Where's our school on this side of town so I can try to matchy-matchy? Oh, school. There it is. So school here. It's there. So school over here. It'll go like right there, I guess. That'll work. Negative workers. Yeah, you know, honestly, starting to get used to the negative workers thing. Welcome to the path of leisure. Nobody... You never have enough workers. Never, never, never. I cannot believe that these aren't going to nice roads. Unbelievable. Honestly. Unbelievable. Like, I feel like I'm putting down so many parks and stuff, and it's like not enough green. Like, how much did parks take? Consumption of 60? That is quite a lot of work. But it's producing food too. I mean, like the nice park is like a clearly better park. Versus the other park. I feel like we just need like definitely not a I'm definitely not working for the word slum neighborhood with just workers. It's definitely not the way I'm trying to phrase this. That would be kind of horrible, right? To just produce a slum neighborhood? What kind of monster could do such a thing? Definitely not I. I wouldn't dream or consider such a horrendous activity. I mean, like, it doesn't even seem like it would work to make a slum neighborhood that just produces a lot of workers. Right? Wouldn't that not work at all? I'm accidentally double producing some of these. That's awesome. I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm actually an expert. I'm actually a legend. I'm so good at this game. I cannot believe myself. Do these cost... These don't cost work to exist. Why am I losing work? What's happening right now? What's getting built because I'm getting food? Are houses upgrading? Like, even if houses are upgrading, they shouldn't be costing me more work at this point. Like, these are... I'm confused and disturbed by your decisions, video game. Like, I know these cost work to build, but these don't cost work to maintain and exist. Right? Trust me. I'm looking at them right now. Come on, 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 come on. I am impatient. My mom never said I would need patience. She told me that the internet was going to solve all my needs for waiting, and it did for the most part, but now here you are making me wait. I even have you on fast forward. Stop it. Get help. You're cancer. I don't know how I still have a negative food. These produce 50 food, and it was at like negative 20 something, and every time I put them down, it's just more negative. And I feel like my worker thing is just staying in the negative. So, like, what's being built as I'm building these? Something's being built as I'm building these. What? 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 Because, like, it should only be houses. Is it like... Am I losing housing? I'm so baffled. What is going on in my city as I'm putting these down? Every time I put one down. Produces 50 food. Food drops into the negative. When I'm at negative 26. Should be going to the positives. Doesn't cost more work. Houses should be getting built. The food went down further. Brother. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That one was on me. Bro, listen. Why would food be going down more? Okay? Okay, listen. Okay? Scientifically speaking, you're making less and less sense every second game. I've done the math. I've crunched the numbers. I've ran statistics. You're becoming an anomaly. That was a big word for SpongeBob. Anomaly? That's more than 4 letters. More than 4 letters. Letters is more than 4 letters, but other than that, that entire sentence was 4 letters. Okay, now you're starting to make sense. Everything's getting a little bit better now. Okay? Okay. Continue to trend properly. I'm sorry for the extremely boring gameplay right now. I don't know what to tell you that the game has decided that it makes no logic. I understand that something's being built. that consumes this as I'm making it. What I don't understand is what I have in queue to build that is being built to consume this as I'm making this. That's the part that doesn't make any sense. Maybe Mini Mart? No, it just wouldn't build if it didn't have the ability to build. Fishing houses? They produce food. Houses would consume the food, but then they'd be producing more work. These don't consume work. Maybe the houses are being produced that consume this, and then something else is consuming far more work than I realize. Okay, so let's just assume that these are being placed and that houses are being built. And this is working the way that I want it to. It's just we're further in the hole than we ever thought we were. Well, let's just assume we're further in the hole than we ever thought we were. It looks like this one might be the one that actually brings us into the positive, though, now that we're at -10, because we weren't never getting nowhere near -10. You guys ever watch Ghost Hunter shows? Anybody in the comment section that's like still managing to be here? Let me know a good ghost hunting show. I'm looking for some ones. I don't really watch like a lot of TV, but like, man, those shows always get me. I love those shows. One of our mini marts got abandoned, so that's dope. I do want to know which one. Boom, ba-da, boom, pop, boom, ba-da, pop. Just have a hole someplace. And we were placing them like right next to our forests, right? Or our like parks. That's a school. Mini mart. Housing. Mini mart. Village house. Abandoned. So there's the one that got abandoned. Okay, so like everybody's mad at me for different reasons. So this is like so cool. We're gonna have to. Hey yo, super nice roads. Nice. We did it. We did it. Yay! Everything's on fire. We're gonna do the unfortunate act of getting rid of that though, which I think is what's causing the super nice roads to exist. But it's going to return a lot of our resources back to normal. And then we're going to return the mini mart back into action. And then we're going to need to go put more power in place. We're going to pause game so that houses don't get abandoned. Yep. Everything's fine. If we can put in a lot of power, we're going to go ahead and do that. And we need a road. Look at here. Okay, so that's going to be the next one up there. That was the next one, right? I'm not being spare parts. All right, we don't have the workers for the rest, but we have 707 power now, so that should last us to like 20 minutes. All right, guys, what's on fire? Well, it's on fire. You don't have enough food. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I don't know how. Don't know how. Measuring tape. 10. 10. Over. field, and we're just gonna fill this whole thing with field in the beginning because everything takes field. Workers? Workers? Short on workers. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. We're leaving that block empty because it is going to be our town center. We do need roads. And demolish that. Leave space for parks that we're going to regret putting in later because they're going to consume too much work. All right, in goes our stuff. Okay, all right. One resource fire at a time. This is why I'm saying it's like overproduce stuff. If it was skilled workers though, boy oh boy. Boy oh boy do we have them and not need them. I really wish I could convert skilled workers into standard workers. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Come on. Nope, that's, I guess, gonna be way too much right now. That's fine. I'm only getting 10 off these right now, right? Yeah. I think maybe we need to like make woodcutters and maybe just go ahead and make a coal plant next. I think maybe we need to start using some of the like industrial productions, because like this is starting to get kind of crazy. That's absolutely not what I wanted. Does this get out of the green area? It should. It's green. It couldn't be much greener. Couldn't be. All right, we're getting working. Ooh, and these houses are actually upgrading, which is really good, I guess. If those are the words you want to do. So this one has farmed all the wood in the area. So now we're negative in wood, which is fine. We've already set that up to where we can put in more. We're gonna go ahead and put in another one, which is gonna put us negative in work. I'm positive of that. Boom. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. There we go. And we're gonna do the next city block. We're not, because we're out of food. And the struggle. Actually, these all might be running out of wood. It looks like the entire forest has been moved back pretty extensively, but some of these should be feeding off of this forest as well. So we should be good. Should be good. I was like, there it goes. I was like, it kept saying it had another lumber camp within radius, and I didn't. Can I put in another dock? Is that an option? Will the game, like, let me now? Okay, and the houses are going in, too. That's amazing. And it goes to right about meh. All right. All right. The fires are out. Let's put in our nice parks on the corners of this new block we have. we're going to stop trying to upgrade the houses. We're just going to leave the houses as low end. Because we're going to upgrade them one time. Because they produce 12 workers instead of just 10. One upgrade. We're going to stop trying to get skilled workers. Because we have an insane amount of them. And the amount of workers it takes to get the skilled workers is more... It's a lot. So we're going to go to village houses. That's our goal. Village houses. Like... wealthy village houses? Wealthy village houses. Wealthy village houses. Wealthy village house. Wealthy village? Wealthy village house. And we're going to stop going all the way to suburb house with the majority of our homes unless we need those kind of workers. Because this... Now, do we need to get off here because this is becoming too long? Yes. Yes, we do. Am I also too angry at the game to stop playing right now? Kinda a little. City council unlocked. Is there an ordinance I can make right now? Facts, decrease farm food production by 10%. Increase overall happiness by 0.5. No, we're not doing that right now. Not doing that right now. Markets and parks? Okay. So basically, parks will activate and function as markets, partially. With how many parks we have and everything, this would mean we'd have to put down a lot less markets, and honestly, we could probably get rid of our markets. Markets and parks. Absolutely markets and parks. Absolutely markets and parks. Absolutely markets and parks. Dude, I mean... Yeah, so now my parks are letting me get rid of these mini-marts completely. That's so big. That is so big. That is so huge. We need to do that in real life and go to Walmart's. Hashtag start moving for this in real life, please. But not only is that allowing me to get rid of those, but it's allowing me to put in the houses in place of it. Any house that decides that the parks aren't enough to cover it, that degrades, that downgrades, that's fine with us. We're fine with that. That's going to give us more workers. Baseline, it's going to consume less energy. We're going to lose skilled workers, but we're have so many more than what we need. So yeah. That's so good. Wow, that's good. Huh. So yeah, now you can see the wealthy houses, the ones that are surrounded by parks, like in the centers of towns and stuff, are acting, yeah, they're acting as markets. They're selling food and stuff. So like these houses on the outskirts that aren't access to a lot of parks, because the parks don't act as a full market, each one, no, not even close. They act as a very small market. They're not getting the full buff, but the ones on the inside absolutely are. I do wonder why these ones in the middle aren't. You would think that these nice parks, I mean, they have a lot of nice parks around them. I wonder if that floral park just isn't quite doing the trick there. That is interesting. That's curious. Like, I almost want to put down another park there, but, like, they should be counting that. Every house around them is. Oh, these street corners don't have one. These street corners right here. Bang, bang, and bang. Betcha that's it. Betcha that'll start counting at some point. I don't know why it wouldn't. Man, that's so big. That's so big. I mean, that just makes such a huge difference. Anyhow, guys, that solved a lot of my problems. Everything's in the green. All of our fires are out. I'm going to end this way too long video here. Really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit buttons. Drop some comments down there. Really appreciate all the love, guys. The videos and everything are doing fairly decently. And just want to appreciate it. So thanks, guys. Missing out. Much love. Bye.